On New Year's Eve, we spent the evening over at a neighbor's house enjoying a giant bonfire with our friends. The best part of the evening was the natural light show Mother Earth provided us with the Northern Lights. It was truly an amazing sight, something out of a fairy tale book. So bright and vibrant, even my cell phone picked up the light show. With fireworks off in the distance and Lady Aurora dancing above, it was a night we will never forget.
Oh yeah, Spirit is too.
Oh, look at it's showing up on video.
Yeah.
I wonder how Newman does with fireworks.
I don't know.
You'll find out when you get home.
Yep.
That's back over Stacey there.
Can you count?
It is.
Count the dollar bills?
Yeah.
A couple thousand.
Oh, yeah, we got some over here.
Oh, there's more. Yeah.
Good place to watch it.
Wow.
Well, and if you look over here also, so we have a good view.
Especially at night.
I think most impressive was what Mother Nature is showing us as the Aurora.
At the midnight hour, we gathered around the table with our friends and gladly let go of 2024 and welcomed the new year into our lives.
For a picture.
Happy New Year!
A little bit after midnight, I stepped outside into something magical and truly unbelievable.
Wow.
Even longtime Alaskans were asking themselves if this was
That is
real.
something else. That.
The deck lights on?
Oh my God.
No deck light.
No,
Holy
just teasing. Oh, are these real, Randy?
No, that's not real.
Those are real nerds.
That is 100%
Oh, look
fake.
at the pinks in there. Holy flippin'
crap.
Toledo.
I took a moment for myself, stepped away from the party, and said a little prayer to the man upstairs. Look at that. Happy New Year, Mama. And told Mom I wish she could have been there with me tonight. She would have loved this. Wow. Happy New Year's, Mom. On New Year's Eve, I posted online about never wanting to experience a year like 2024 again. But it got me thinking after I posted that. The truth is, I really never wanted to lose another person so close to me again. Losing my mom was different from any other loss I felt, and it truly was the hardest thing I've ever had to endure in my life, because she was my bestest friend from day one of my life to her last. There's only one other person on this earth who I could lose and feel the same, and while Gary, you do not have my permission to leave me anytime soon. To be fair, 2024 was a wonderful year for us, other than losing my mom. Our business saw its first year in the positive and is flourishing. Living Free Alaska has been growing by leaps and bounds, and we've found a whole new community, or as we call them, Freedom Family, online here with our Living Free Alaska channel. Our Alaska friendship circles have deepened, and we were able to do some amazing adventures and spend quality time with our Alaskan family this past year. Our dogs, although aging, are doing well and are happy, and of course we added Newman to our pack. With the death of my mom, I was able to rekindle friendships with family who haven't been in my life in years. I also got to see and spend some real quality time with friends and family back home while taking care of my mom's estate. We were also able to help our niece with a place to live by fixing up and renting out my mom's place to her. We welcomed our first grandnephew to the Quimby family. I am thankful I was also home to be with my best friend after the death of her mom just 3 weeks before my mom's death. It's a sisterhood we never thought we would join together, so close to one another. But I am glad she was there for me and I there for her. We were also able to travel to some amazing places this year, not only in Alaska, but outside and all the way to Europe. We also got out and played more in and around Alaska this year, which helped remind us why we chose Alaska to be our forever home. Yes, I am glad 2024 is over, but I'm also thankful for all its blessings. I'm blessed my mom didn't suffer. I'm blessed God called me home in time to help her and was there for her in her final hours and help her take control and honor her final wishes. I'm thankful for every day on this earth with my best friend and the love of my life. I'm thankful for our friends and family, both near and far, and you, our new online community. I'm thankful for my critters in my life, and I do pray 2025 will continue with life's blessings and happiness. Happy New Year. For centuries across the vast snowy landscapes of Alaska, a unique partnership has thrived, the bond between humans and sled dogs. This is dog mushing, a vital part of Alaska's history and culture. Long before European arrival, Alaska's first peoples relied on dog teams for transportation, hunting, and hauling goods. These hardy dogs were essential for survival in the harsh Arctic environment. They developed specialized breeds like the Alaskan Malamute, known for its strength, and the Siberian Husky, prized for its speed and endurance. The Klondike Gold Rush of the late 1890s, dog teams became the primary way to move people and supplies across the unforgiving terrain, fueling the growth of towns and connecting remote settlements. Perhaps the most famous chapter in dog mushing history, and one we all recognize today, is the 1925 serum run of Nome, when a diphtheria epidemic threatened the isolated town. A relay of mushers and their dog teams braved blizzards and extreme cold to transport life-saving serum over 750 miles in just 5.5 days. This heroic effort cemented the sled dog's place in Alaskan lore. The Iditarod has become a symbol of Alaskan resilience and a celebration of the unique bond between humans and their canine companions. But before one can run in the Iditarod, today we want to welcome you to the Knik 200, a qualifier dog race for those who wish to one day make the serum run themselves in the last great race in the world, the Iditarod.
Can you hear me? A lot of noisy doggies behind me. Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful cold morning. It's about 10 degrees. We find ourselves this morning out on Knik Lake. And as you can see behind me, there's a couple of dog teams. We're here for the Knik 200 dog sled race. So they take off here from Knik Lake, go way out towards Willow Swamp and do a big loop up there, and they come back here tonight. They'll stay overnight, and then tomorrow they take off again in their arriving times. You know how that works. And then they go another loop tomorrow, and then the final, then they come back for the win tomorrow night here on the lake again. But there's a $10,000 purse for this run. So I don't know what the breakdown is, but the top four winners, get a piece of that $10,000. And this is also a qualifier for the Iditarod, the major, huge dog sled race here in Alaska, the Iditarod. So a lot of these teams are out here focusing on the Iditarod and getting their qualifications for that run. So this is a pretty cool event for that reason. But I think there's 20 teams here. I haven't counted them all, but they're all lined up here around us, and the dogs are having a great time. In the next half hour or so, they're going to start lining them up, putting the harnesses on, lining them up, and it's all going to just get so noisy and so crazy. We'll try to get as much of that as we can.
Today, we will see past and future Iditarod mushers and their teams, like Ryan Reddington, the 2023 Iditarod champion, who had an incredible run last year, Hunter Keefe, Travis Beals, Anna Barrington, Riley Dyke, Peterson, and junior racers like Emily Robinson, who may just beat all records and become the 4th consecutive junior Iditarod champion in history. Later this month, on January 27th, we will celebrate the centennial of the Serum Run, where a Maine musher, Jonathan Hayes, from the Poland Springs Sepala Kennel, will retrace the very steps of Leonard Sepala's now famous life-saving Serum Run. I can't wait to follow this amazing feat as he leads his team of Sepala Siberians from Nenana to Nome, mirroring the original conditions of Sepala's trek, unlike the route the modern-day Iditarod travels today. From essential transportation to thrilling sport, dog mushing has played a vital role in shaping Alaska's history and culture. It's a testament to the strength, loyalty, and enduring partnership between humans and their amazing sled dogs. Today, we're looking forward at the future of mushing here in Alaska, and we are proud to bring this to you on this episode of Living Free Alaska.
All right, guys, we're just a few minutes from the start. Looks like 3 or 4 minutes from the start right now. These dogs are making so much noise. We had to move away from here, from right there in the dog kennel area because it was so noisy. But they're ready to go. They're amazing dogs. These guys are bred for running. They're bred for being out here in these cold winter climates. They just want to go and run as long as they can all day long. And they're so well cared for. These are some of the most healthy dogs in Alaska, probably in the United States. They're well cared for. There's vets observing the dogs every race. In the evening times when they come back after the race, there's vets taking care of the dogs. These dogs they're a whole different athlete of the animal world. But they're about ready to go. We want to make sure we get the first part of the race here. They're going to go out, do about 80-mile loop, come back to the lake today, a 6-hour rest, and then go back and do the same loop. And they're going to finish here tomorrow or whenever they finish, and that'll be the winner. So we're also going to try to get out there on our snow machines and get some action as the dogs pass by us when we're out there. So we're going to have a good time with this. It's pretty exciting. These dogs are ready to go, and I think we're ready to watch them too.
At the top of the 11 o'clock hour, the honorary bib number 1 and the first 2 minutes of the race was reserved for Terry Langholtz, who volunteered his time for the Knik Iditarod Trailblazers as a checker and timer, as well as head of the trail crew. In fact, Gary has gotten to ride with him a few times in the past as they went out and helped mark some of the trails for races in the past. Terry passed away earlier this year, and today he was remembered and honored with bib number 1. And at 11:02 a.m., Emily Kroll got the honor of leading off the Knik 200 Joe Reddington Sr. Memorial Sled Dog Race for 2025, founded by Sally Welch of Eagle River, Alaska, in honor of the father of the Iditarod, Joe Reddington Sr. Next up to the starting line, rookie Olivia Frank.
The team that just took off from the starting line, this was her very first race. Isn't that cool? There's still people getting involved in mushing now. It's kind of a dying sport. So it's really cool to see that there are still people jumping into this sport of dog sled racing and mushing. There's a lot of excitement about it around here.
Next up is Hunter Keefe, originally from Michigan, who now calls Wasilla home. He always wanted to be a professional dog musher and race in the Iditarod, and in 2023, he made his dream come true. This year will be his 3rd consecutive Iditarod race. Go, Hunter, go!
So you've probably noticed now that It's not like a big old mass start. That would just be a mess, you know. When you got a motocross race, like a bunch of motorcycles, you got 30 motorcycles lined up, they all take off at one time. It's just a mess. Could you imagine that with these dog sled teams taking off all at once? How all the dogs would just get so messed up. So they stagger them every 2 minutes. So that's why we get an individual start every 2 minutes, and then they're timed as they come in. Pretty cool.
Next to the line is Ebbe Pedersen, originally from Norway, but now calls Alaska home. Since 2004, when Ebbe worked his first Iditarod as a volunteer, he wanted to run the race himself. And this year, at 42 years of age, it will be his first year running the Iditarod. Way to catch those dreams, Ebbe. And as you can tell, his team is ready to go.
Wow. So they weren't flagged to start yet, and the brakeman was holding the dogs back as much as he could, but he couldn't dig the brake into the ice. The dogs just wanted to go. Did you see that? The dogs just wanted to pull that sled. The power was amazing. That's pretty cool.
Crystal Hansen from Anchorage is a fifth-generation Alaskan. Between Crystal, her dad, and aunts, they have run the Junior Iditarod 13 times, who has continued racing into adulthood. But why not? This is, after all, a lifestyle and not a chapter in one's life book. Way to keep it going, Crystal. So if you notice, the dogs are very vocal when they are waiting to go, and as soon as they are released, they quiet up and they run. With the icy conditions, I bet this is going to be a very fast race. And what I mean is just the base is so hard. They're going to be able to run really fast and just slide across this. They're not going to be fighting fresh snow. So, pretty cool. I think they're bringing up the next team now. Mazzy Bailey is next out of the gates, and this is her rookie season, with this race being only her second race ever. Placing 16th out of 24 racers in her first race, the Knik 100, just over a week ago, she's off to a great start. Here's to a beautiful new career. You go, girl.
That is fast.
Robert Reddington is next, and yes, he's one of those Reddingtons. Grandson of Joe Reddington Sr. and brother of Ryan, the 2023 Iditarod champion, mushing is just in his blood. Not only is he an Iditarod veteran himself, but if you've ever visited Skagway or Juneau and did a dog sled tour, you just may have met Robert. Good luck, Robert. Next up is Ryan Reddington. Yes, this is Robert's brother, Ryan, who has been mushing ever since he could hold on to the sled and has excelled at sprint and marathon sled dog races. In 2023, Ryan was the first in his family to bring home the Iditarod championship of the race his grandfather, Joe Reddington Sr., founded back in 1973. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch you race, Ryan. Good luck at this year's Iditarod. We will be cheering for you.
Uh-oh.
Anna Barrington is next to start, and she is one half of a dynamic duo in dog sledding. You see, she and her identical twin, Christy, are known as the Seeing Double Sled Dog Racing Team. These two are veterans of the Iditarod and are fan favorites on how much they light up the crowd
go down
as they
further.
go racing by. Good luck, Anna, and we hope to see you out on the trail. Calling Reddington to the start line. This time it's 16-year-old Isaac Reddington, a fourth-generation musher and a sophomore at Reddington Senior High. Yes, that too, named after his family. When not mushing, Isaac can be found what most Alaskan young men do, and that is hunting, fishing, trapping, and playing football. Good luck, Isaac. You got this. Have you got the notion that mushers keep it in the family? Next up is Walter, or Wally Robinson, to the start line. Wally is the father of the famous and upcoming Emily Robinson, our three-peat junior Iditarod champion. Wally moved to Alaska in '99 to run the 2001 Iditarod and never left. Wally turned his dog team over to his daughter Emily to support her as she grew her racing career. He races when he can, but for many years he has just been focused on coaching his kids.
I have to say, this has been an amazing experience. We've always been out on the trail for the races. We've never come to a start, and even though it's very repetitive, it's fun to watch. It's neat to see all the dogs all excited to go, and as you can tell, they're still yapping. They're very excited. All they want to do is run and be on that trail. All right, the next team is lining up, and we'll watch them go by.
Next up is Christy Barrington, the other half of the Sing Double sled dog racing team. Although she will not be racing in the Iditarod this year, you can bet she will be supporting her twin sister in the effort. Instead, Christy is focusing her time on winter biking events this year and plans to bike 350 miles on the historic Iditarod Trail in March of this year in the Iditarod Trail Invitational 350, or otherwise known as the ITI 350.
I missed it, but she had the biggest smile on her face. So exciting. Darn it, I wish my camera was not panning quick enough, but she was excited to be on that trail. All right, they're lining up the next ones.
Riley Deich of Big Lake, Alaska, which is almost in our backyard, will be returning to the Iditarod this year with a great veteran team after taking a year off from the race. Riley grew up with hunting dogs and always had an affinity for working dogs, but it wasn't until he went off to college in Colorado that he started working with sled dogs and learned about the lifestyle. That's where his passion of the sport of mushing began. Riley, best of luck to you this year on the running of the Iditarod. We'll be cheering you on. And hi, we're kind of neighbors. Ron Boozer is one of those other close-by neighbors who hails from Big Lake. In fact, Gary and I love riding his trails he and his family run to train the dogs. We promise we respect the trails and don't cross them over. We've got to keep those dogs happy. Ron is another born Alaskan who began mushing when he was 12. He was a junior Iditarod champion in 2007 and ran his very first Iditarod the following year. Aiden, who's originally from Oklahoma, made his way to Alaska via Colorado, where he started his mushing career at Snowmass Village. What started as a helper job, he worked his way into management and managed over 300 dogs. Wow, that's a lot of dogs. In the summer months, you can find him working in Juneau or Skagway running tours. Best of luck, Aiden. Have a good race. Okay, I'm going to have to admit I'm a bit of a fangirl with our next racer, Emily Robinson. I have been fascinated and closely watching the junior Iditarod for the past 5 years, so I've watched Emily dominate and excel each year. Emily is 17 years old and is an 11th grader from Nenana, Alaska. Since 2022, Emily has won 11 incredible races. This girl's going places, and I'm so proud of her achievements. Nothing but the best for you, Emily, and we can't wait to watch you again next month at your final Junior Iditarod. Bring it home, girlfriend. Addie Pedersen is another junior racer to watch out for. Addie is a 15-year-old sophomore from Homer, Alaska. This is her 3rd year of competitive mushing. She is a past junior Iditarod racer and will be competing again next month. So best of luck to you, Addie. We will be cheering you on. Chloe Beatty, originally from Minnesota, began mushing dogs at 8 years old with her twin sister and their 2 Cocker Spaniels. The addiction of mushing grew from there. Now in Alaska, she helps Iditarod champion Dallas Seavey with tours on a glacier based out of Talkeetna during the summer months. I think I just found a fun idea for later this summer. What say you? Travis Beals is up next, and boy, does he have some mushing history. With 10 past Iditarods under his belt and 5 of those top 10 finishes, Travis has brought home more than $175,000 in prize money. Through my research, I think Travis wins the prize for the longest mushing career. Travis has been mushing dogs even before he was born. His mom joked with friends that her expected child provided excellent weight training for her kennel of 14 sprint dogs. Once Travis was born, he was put in a car seat, strapped to the sled, and was allowed to tag along with Mom as she trained the team. Eric Kelly, originally from Vermont, moved to Alaska after vacationing here in 2007. That was a great idea, Eric. Today, Eric owns his own kennel, Daybreak Mushing. Eric's ran the Iditarod twice and likes to train and run mid-distance races. Today, he's racing with 7 Iditarod veterans and 5 young dogs who are running their very first race. Congratulations, Eric, and best of luck to you and your team. Lenny Stoles, our final musher, leaving the starting line today, was born and raised in Fairbanks, Alaska, and has been on a dog sled since she could walk. When not on a sled in the winter training for races, you can find her down on the Denver Glacier in Juneau, taking tourists on an adventure of a lifetime. Have fun out there, Lenny, and best of luck to you. Well,
That was a lot of fun to watch the start of the Knik 200 dog sled race.
Yes.
Had a lot of fun doing this.
this is in memorial of Joe Reddington Sr.,
Yep.
who started the Iditarod. The Iditarod is it's less than 2 months away, and this is a qualifier for next year's race.
Right.
This year's lineup is already established, but it also allows the younger mushers to get some miles in, and especially, like, for example, today, Ryan Reddington, he's testing his dogs to
Right.
see which dogs are going to make the cut for the Iditarod
Yep.
in March.
Still working, still trying to determine the team orientation, layout, and participants.
Right?
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of fun coming out this morning and
Yeah.
seeing the start. We've never gone and done a start before. We always catch them out on the trails.
I personally like being out on the trails because then you're like 30 miles in, you see some of the true tundra and terrain that they're going through, and you see the exhaustion on their face from being 30 miles in and still 30, 40 miles to go. It's kind of neat to be out in the middle of the swamp watching it.
These dogs, they are bred for this.
Oh gosh, absolutely
so.
so.
They are a hybrid mix.
Yep.
They're called an Alaskan Husky, and they have stamina, endurance. They can deal with the cold, and they just love what they do. They love to work.
They do.
Well, with that, I think it's time to head back home.
Right. Change out gear and mode of transportation and go for a little ride.
All right. We'll see you on the trail. Well, we've made it to the top of the big swamp, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's now, around 3 o'clock, I think?
Yep. Gotta break my icicles.
It's 5 to 3?
Yep.
And we see our first team. We don't know what team it is, but a team is coming.
Good to see you up here. Good job.
Wonderful!
Look at a great sunset.
So I wonder if he was the first one through here.
I don't know.
Woohoo! Good dogs. Way to go. Good dogs. So do you know what number you are?
16.
16. What place are you in, do you know?
What?
What position are you in?
I think like 15, 16.
Okay, thank you.
So that last musher that just went by said he was the 16th starter. I'd have to look at my list and see who that was. And he says he's in 15th or 16th place. If that is the case, this might be Emily Robinson coming up next, which she's who I'm rooting for. So if we got here in time to see Emily, I'm super stoked.
That's all we need.
So I see the next team coming, and we'll see who it is in a few minutes.
All right, how you holding up? You doing good? Great. Good to see you today. What a beautiful day for a sled ride. You guys are doing great. Yes. Thank you. Have fun today. Oh, puppies go. Hey, hey. Wow, what a beautiful day. Good job. Keep it up. Great looking team right there. Good job today. Doing great, doing great.
Great job! Congratulations! That's the gal that's in her first race.
We got here just in time to see the last half of the pack come through. Sure glad we got here when we did. Beautiful evening. Oh, late afternoon. It's late afternoon. Even though the sun's setting, it's still only like 3:15, 3:20. So it may be a darker ride home tonight, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's beautiful out here.
I'm gonna put my money on that last sled that came through is probably the Red Lantern at the moment.
Yeah.
Amazing feat for her. It's her very first race ever.
That's really awesome. And I'm guessing we're about halfway on the course right now. It's about an 80-mile loop, and we're at the top of the loop almost. And I'm kind of surprised how quick they got here. The race started at 11, and we got here at about 3 o'clock. So that's 4 hours. And
this was the back of the pack, too.
This is the back of the pack. So it's pretty crazy. I didn't realize the speed they could travel. I knew today was going to be a fast day because of hard snow conditions, but I didn't realize they would travel that fast. Pretty cool.
Normally on the Iditarod, it's around 8 to 10.
Yeah.
But
it's quite a bit faster because the snow conditions are hard and packed, and they're not breaking any trail, not breaking through any fresh snow. So that makes a big difference. And it's beautiful. Look at the weather. My gosh. These clouds are just now coming in because we're getting snow in the next few days. Woohoo!
So tomorrow, I think maybe we'll go back down and watch the finish.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I think so.
We've never seen a finish either. We're always out here whenever we see the races.
We're always watching them, cheering them on as they go out in the swamps.
So I think tomorrow we'll kind of keep track and figure out when they will expect the winter to come in, and we'll drive down to the Knik Lake and watch that unfold.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
All right. I hope you guys are enjoying this adventure. I know we are.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love being out here. I told you guys before when we were setting this course, I did love being out here. It's so beautiful and peaceful. So, yeah.
And I love it. We are actually out with our friend, Eric. And he is new. He moved up here, but we originally met him. He's a follower of us, and we've become good friends.
Yeah.
So we're showing him the trails and getting him out so he can go play, because that's one of the reasons why he moved here, is to go snow machining. So.
And there's nothing like having all these trails out of your driveway. You don't have to trailer anywhere to get anywhere. You just take off from your driveway, stop at a friend's house, pick some buddies up, and go. And nothing beats that.
Yeah, absolutely. And geez, can't ask for a better day.
No, no wind right here, none. Just
Yesterday there were 70-mile-an-hour winds in the valley, so I'm glad it shaped up, and it's been beautiful.
Yep.
All right, it's time to get suited back up into our snow machine gear and helmets and all that, and we'll figure out how we're gonna get home.
All right, here comes another team, guys. We thought we were over. We're done with this, but we got one more team coming through. It's kind of crazy. He stopped and must have set his brake, and we could hear the dogs making all sorts of noise, like they want to get going again. And then as soon as he released his brake, they took off and quieted down. Kind of crazy. All right, looking good. Beautiful day for a ride, huh?
Good job!
And the other team's gonna get going.
Okay.
AM. Doesn't happen very often, but there's a very special reason today. The mushers are out on the trail and they're past the halfway mark to the finish line. We're getting up and we're going out to the lake to see the finish of the Knik 200 dog sled race. Like I said, it's 4 a.m. This is a tough one. Whew. It's 11 degrees, so it's a little bit warmer than yesterday, so looking forward to that. But yeah, we're doing this.
As Gary said, 4 a.m. does not, what do you call it?
Doesn't happen very often with us.
No, not at all. Because we are going to be out the door shortly, Gary's going to do a French press instead of doing a full pot of coffee.
Well, you're also out of creamer, and when you do a French press, the coffee's a bit creamier and just more rich and full and
yummy,
tasty.
Yeah.
I prefer the slow press. Some people just plunge it really fast. I like the slow press. I think that it does a little bit better. There we go. Turn it so the strainer's out. That's about perfect. Just enough to get us down there. Put the lid on. There you go, love. For you.
Thank you.
For me. Cheers. 4:30-ish now. 4:40. About time to get going.
Got to get on the road. Well, good morning.
Hello.
The finish of the Knik 200 that Joe Reddington
Senior.
Senior
There you
Memorial
go.
Sled Dog Race.
That's what we're doing, yeah. It's a little early, so we're a little off right now. Oh, you
It
can't quite
is
think of what's going on.
6 a.m.
Is it 6 already?
It's 5:56.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Right. And actually, you know what? It's warmer today. It's about 20 degrees right now. Yesterday, we were on the same lake for the start. It was a bit chilly. It was in the 10 to 12 degree range, so a bit warmer. It's really nice to have that warmer weather.
Right?
We're expecting some snow today and tomorrow, too. That's really good.
We believe the lead musher is about, what'd she just say, 5 miles out, 3 miles out?
Yeah, 3 to 5 miles out, so they're 15, 20 minutes, if not longer, half hour.
We really don't know.
No.
We're going to just wait until we see a headlight coming through the trees.
Yeah.
They'll come out and then come across the lake, and the finish line is directly right behind us.
Right.
So, pretty exciting. We've watched finishes on TV.
Yep.
We've never been at a finish,
And
nor
this-
a start like yesterday.
Yeah, right. And it's kind of a game. They don't know exactly when to plan for the finish until the first lap is done. They want to have it kind of at a normal hour, but since the course is so fast this year, the finish is a little bit earlier than what they had anticipated.
They even delayed the race start yesterday by an hour.
Yep.
Kind of make it for a decent hour to end. So, you know, sometime in the 6 o'clock hour, I don't know if you call that decent. but-
It's well for not for us. That's not
but
decent
we've
for
had
me.
our coffee. We're here with our friends.
Yeah.
It's not terribly cold, and this has been a really fun experience.
It has been. It's been a really cool experience seeing the dog sleds go by and
Riding out to the swamp and seeing them.
talking
in
to
the
a couple of
middle the
mushers
course.
yesterday before the start was kind of fun too.
Now, real quick, you helped set this course.
I was a portion of the course. Yes.
Yes.
I was out there at the top of the big loop
Where
where
we
we
were
were on the snow
yesterday.
machines yesterday. Yeah, those the blue stakes that were in the ground is what we set. And there's a whole crew. There's 3 or 4 guys that set the course for these races, and they go through a lot of work. They have to establish the course, run it prior, and then go back and stake it out to make sure they stake it out so the dog teams know where to go.
Well, one, they need a proper distance.
Right, and they have to meet a certain distance. They kind of run the course prior to even staking it, so they have that distance down.
And this year the course is slightly adjusted because they can't do any river crossings.
Right, the Susitna River right now, when it froze up in big, chunky, huge blocks of ice. And there's a snow machine trail across it, but it's really bumpy and kind of crazy.
Not safe for
Not
dogs.
safe for dog teams. So the dogs didn't go across the Big Sioux this year. So we had to adjust the trail to accommodate that and go up the big swamp a little bit further than normal. And that's the portion that I was working on with the trail setting team.
So with that trail adjustment, this course is 75 miles long.
Yep.
Just long enough to be a qualifier for next year's Iditarod.
Right. Yeah.
At a total of 150 miles. It's supposed to be 200, but 150 is allowable.
Yep.
So they're right there.
Well, with the conditions and all that too,
Yeah.
they can only go so far because the snow conditions are lacking right now.
They're horrendous.
Yeah.
I told Gary after yesterday's ride, I don't want to ride again until we get more snow.
I agree with that. It's not only is it punishing for us, it's punishing for our machines too, because it's so hard. And snow helps cool the machines down. And when you don't have fresh snow on the trail, the machines run a little bit warmer than normal. So, yeah, we need more snow.
I'm going to check real quick and see where our leaders are.
All right.
It's really nice. They have a tracking app. And I see
Oh, wow.
currently
He's on the straight stretch to the lake.
Emily Robinson is in the lead. We got to actually speak with Emily
Yep.
yesterday. I wish I had the camera rolling,
I was going to suggest you do that. I forgot to say it.
but we didn't. But we
Yeah.
met Emily a couple of years ago at our RVing to Alaska. It was the ATIA conference that we were attending as RVing to Alaska.
Yep.
But I do show Emily is in the lead, which is super exciting.
Now, it's kind of crazy. They change lead a lot because as they're racing, they also have to maintain their team, their dogs. So they wear booties. Since it's so icy out, the dogs have little booties on their feet, and quite often the booties will slip off. So they've got to go adjust the booties. They also feed and water the dogs at certain intervals to maintain their energy. You need food when you're working so much.
Yep.
So they'll stop and they'll feed and water the dogs, and that may take 10, 15 minutes. And if there's a team, another team might come by and pass you up. So these two leaders have been leapfrogging for the last several hours,
Yes.
this whole race.
Second place is Ryan Reddington, and he is a few miles back. It shows at mile 140 versus Emily is at mile 143. So she's got a
3 miles up.
4 mile lead
Yeah.
on him.
Good.
And then right behind Ryan is Riley Dice. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. So we've got a close race. We've got 3 mushers on the home stretch right now.
Good.
And it's amazing. Last night, Ryan left first at 11:51
or 2?
11:51 or 52, and Emily left 1 minute after him. So it's been a tight.
It's been a leapfrogging.
Race.
The whole race they've been leapfrogging, I guess,
in
and
fact,
haven't they?
the first top 11 left all within 1 hour.
That's huge.
So
And then the last team left the lake about
a few minutes before we got here.
and just like an hour ago from now. So the last person left an hour ago, and the winner is expecting to finish here in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Yep.
Not that far off.
Not that far off. We're just looking down the lake a little ways into the trees.
All right.
So,
Very cool. Well, we'll check back in with you when we have our leader come in, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Grandma's in my truck.
There she is on the lake.
Wow.
So do you need to stop and
Here she is.
anything?
And this is our leader of the Knik 200 coming across the lake right now. This sounds like it must be Emily. She got her full dog team with her coming into the finish right now.
Pushing hard. Good dogs. Good job, Emily. Woo! All right, we have the second team coming in now. I believe this is Ryan Reddington. And funny thing, his mom is right here in his red, white, and black jacket. And she is just so excited to see him come in. Of course, I would be too if my kid was running the race. But this is Ryan Reddington. This is the second place winner of the Knik 200 today. So pretty excited to see him come in.
Here they come. We're right here at the finish line. He's giving his dogs his final calls as they make their way across the line. Here they are. It's number 2 winner of the Knik 200, Ryan Reddington. There he is right there. So Whitney is the photographer for the race organization, and she makes all sorts of crazy noises to get the dogs' attention, to get them to look up with the musher and all that. So it's kind of funny to listen to the noise she's making.
Third place team's coming in now, looks like. We just got Reddington off the course. And number 3, Riley Quiche. What? Riley Deesh is coming in for a third place win. All right, here comes Riley, making his way down to the finish line. Coming in pretty good, nice and hot, nice and fast. And here we are. Brakes are on. Third place winner. All right. So the race organizers get in there right away, and they have a tracker that they take off of the sled. The tracker that... So the race organizers get in there right away and make sure, of course, the musher's are in good shape and the dogs are in good shape. And then they also remove the tracker from the sled. And then the rest of the mushers' handlers assist in moving the sled back to their truck or their kennel or wherever they need to go. And also they're checking to make sure that the sled contains all the supplies necessary that the race requires for their journey out on the trail. So it's kind of neat that they got to make sure they have everything they're supposed to have. They didn't lighten their load by any means.
Luckily, I had all my stuff in my sled because I was nervous. I had it in the sled though, luckily. So yeah, I was like, as I was going down the lake, I was just trying to hold that down.
We were like, I hope he had parka and mitts or gloves.
Yeah, luckily.
So his team took off. He wasn't ready. Luckily, he had all this gear in the sled, and they launched 11 minutes early. He didn't have gloves on, didn't have his coat on, and there was no stopping him. He was headed down the trail.
The team just took off.
The team took
off. I wonder if that was the same team that took off at the start.
The restart this morning.
The restart.
Well, at the start yesterday,
Yeah, there
was another team that took off before they were supposed to because the dog just wanted to go.
He said he's headed down the trail with no gloves on, no coat on. He luckily was able to jump on his sled and off they went. So they will add. He got 11 minutes added.
Oh wow! Crazy.
So as long as another team doesn't come in within the next 11 minutes, then he's
a third place winner.
I would imagine that that's when the correction will occur.
Yeah, crazy.
Is this your dad, Emily?
Maybe.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
We
Good win.
barely missed you out in the swamps yesterday. It took us a while to get out there, and we're like, okay, let's get up and come see her finish.
Yep.
Right, good.
The course must have been pretty fast.
It was.
It was very fast. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I mean,
as fun as the race can be.
At 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's debatable what you'd like to call fun.
You were screaming fast today.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right.
I enjoyed it.
Well, here comes the next team.
Here they come. This is the fourth finisher, we think. Oh, they're coming in fast, too.
Could
Look
be
at that.
third because of Riley's.
There they are.
What's happening?
So I was up there with the photographer, and she was making all those crazy noises. It's kind of funny. I was kind of giggling with. She was just trying to get the dog's attention, making all those noises. Kind of neat. There we go. Another team coming in. Here we go. Robert. Did he cross? Not quite.
What the hell? Where'd he go? Oh, you need to put it back.
Ready?
Yeah.
So the last finisher was Robert Reddington. Came in, I think it was fifth now. Fifth or sixth, not sure exactly where we are. But it's really kind of cool to see all the mushers come together and cheer each other on as they come into the finish line. And it's really a lot of camaraderie going on with all these guys. It's pretty cool. It's neat being out here. They're trying. There we go. There we go. On track now.
That'll be a lot easier.
There we go. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
There you go. Finish up good.
There you go. Woohoo! Welcome back. Where are you going, buddy?
Good job, Wally.
So the team that just came across is actually Emily's father. So they're now getting family pictures as finishers of the Knik 200. It's pretty cool to see how it goes on family to family and how it's kind of the traditions passed to the younger generations. And we were just talking with Emily a bit ago, and I think this is her last junior Iditarod, and then next year she ages out because there's an age limit for the junior run. And she's maybe considering doing a major Iditarod run here pretty soon. So that's really cool. And here we go. Woohoo! All right. Good job.
Good job, Bob.
Hey, pups. What? How was your run, guys? Huh? How was your run? Did you have a good time? Did you have a good time? Okay, one more team coming in. Coming across the icy lake right now. All we see is just that bright white light of the musher's headlight. And here comes the puppies right now. Here they are. They're happy and excited. Look like they're full of energy still. All right, good finish.
Okay, and then I'll get out of the...
No, you win it. You're part of the team.
What? Am I?
No, you're good.
Good dog.
There, you can see the stuff. There you go.
There you go, guys.
Ready? I'm good. Ready?
Well, it looks like we got another team coming in. I don't know where we are in the pack, but we're having a great time out here. It's whatever time it is now. I don't even know that.
It's 8:06.
So we've been here for 2 hours now, and it's still dark. Still no sign of sunrise. That's Anchorage over there. That's not sunrise. And we're having a great time watching this mushing team coming in. All we can see right now is that bright light, but there's a dog team there. And I don't know the name of the musher, but that's all right. Here they come. I heard an Emily, but I'm not sure. Yeah, sounds like a lady. Here they come. Puppies in their green booties and a pink one. All right. Oh, she's flying. Ooh, we got to stop. Those puppies don't want to stop today. That's called a hot finish. Okay, here comes another racer. And I believe this is only her second race ever. So that's pretty cool. Coming across the line, hot, looking good. There we go, got her slowed down this time. She can actually make the stop. That's good. Oh, what are you talking about over there? He wants to go. All right, we've got another team coming in. It's like about 10 minutes to 9 now. So we're getting some space between these runners, or these mushers now. But we're getting there. I'm not sure where we are. We must be middle of the pack somewhere, 10, 11, 12 coming across. But yeah, here we come. Another mushing team coming in. There they are. And winners today. So that was Travis Beals, who just finished coming in from on the Knik 200 here. The cool thing about him is he didn't bother bringing a truck down here for his dogs and all that, because he lives a quarter mile away. So he just mushed his dogs home from the finish line. That's pretty cool. There's a ton of mushers in this area around the Knik Lake. There's around the property, and just within a couple of miles, there's quite a few. So it's a very popular area for mushers. There's a special ordinance or land use allowance here to have up to like 25 dogs per acre on your property. So that's why it's a real popular area for the mushers. Well, this is the first. It's almost light out. This is kind of nice. We can see the headlamp of the musher coming through the trees. And we almost missed him. There he is. Whew. All right. What are you guys doing today? Oh, hi there. Oh, look at this guy. So we got one team that just finished and another team coming in right now. Right now. They were kind of close together, weren't they? There they are. They're all stopped up. Our third stop line, finish line. Getting their tracker off, checking the equipment lists. Look at the dogs.
404 in now.
He's checking every dog, saying hi to him. Good job. Yeah. So the team that had just finished is part of the Reddington crew. And Ryan Reddington has 4 teams that ran this race, the Knik 200, this weekend. And he's trying to evaluate his dog teams and individual dogs to see which one he wants to use, or which ones he wants to use for the Iditarod later this year. So this is a pretty big race for him with 4 teams in it, and just trying to figure out what he wants to do. And actually, yesterday, kind of funny, when we got out to the swamp, this was the first team that we saw come through. So it's really neat that we were able to see him come through at the swamp and here at the finish. So that's nice. There he goes. Cool. I love the great thing is it's getting light out. We can see our surroundings now. This is a whole different view.
However, not as easy to see when a team has entered the lake.
No.
And on the homebound.
They're not wearing their headlights anymore. The headlamps are turned off, so we can't quite see them. We almost didn't see those 2 teams together. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Time to go climb back in the car and get warm.
It's a little while out for the next team.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, it's 10:18 and we have a team coming into the finish, and supposedly there's another team right behind them, so we'll catch them as they come in.
Look at this. It's daylight and we've got a team coming through. All right, look at that. They're moving. Come this way.
Hey, puppies. Yeah. Doggies. Hey, doggies. How you guys doing?
Want to do a photo with those guys?
Yes.
Step on his toes. Baby. Hi.
They know how to pose.
Good job. Yeah, good job.
So the team that just finished the Knik 200 right here is currently going home. Going up that hill to her home, just a mile or so away. So the last little leg for the dogs, and then they're home at their kennel. Kind of cool.
I think so.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, come on this way, guys. This way, guys. There we go. All right. How'd you guys do today? Did you have fun today? What'd you guys do? But you want to go still, don't you? You want to go, don't you? Yeah. Hi, pups. Hi. How are ya? Hi.
Check on your.
Yep, there it is. Oh, I guess I had it all the time.
Thank goodness. I was going to say.
That's why you
We're
get
going
paid
for
the
big
big
bags.
Huh?
I would have found you get paid the big bucks.
Look at that.
And both pins, Barb.
You're welcome. Yay. Anytime.
Bye-bye. All righty, here they come. Nice, happy-looking team. There you go. Tall-legged dogs there. All right. You're a big boy, aren't you? Got some long legs. Girl, yes. Crazy long legs.
A drool on her chin.
Good girl.
Oh yeah, big old ice fall on her chin.
Good girl.
How'd you get that in this weather? Good job, Trax. Good boy, Margie. Good girl, Sleepy. Oh, look at all these people. Oh, good girl. Good job, Havoc. That's a mess, huh? Good boy, Elmer.
Come here, Star. 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 Come here.
Tender.
Oh, good one.
Thank you.
That was good.
All right, well, it's 10:36 and we have quite a break in between racers.
Right.
So we are going to call it here from the Knik Lake
Right.
for today.
I think we're gonna probably go get some coffee and maybe some breakfast really soon. 'Cause
Absolutely.
it's still early.
And then we are thinking we might come back this evening for the award ceremony.
Yeah.
Truly get a full sense of a race and
The whole
everything that
experience.
happens.
Right. It's been a lot of fun out here. Some great people that organize the race, and just interacting with the mushers and the teams and everybody else has been a lot of fun. So this is a cool thing that we're going to do more of.
Yep.
You know, there's the big one coming up too, the Iditarod itself. I think we'll probably find ourselves watching that from somewhere here in Alaska, whether it be closer to home or Anchorage or who knows.
Yeah, we actually got the invite to try to get a media pass for the ceremonial start through a friend of ours. So maybe I'll attempt that. But we're going to go inside and warm up right now. I'm not going to close out the video because I think there's more to come.
There probably is.
All
But
right.
hey, for now, we're going to leave Knik Lake. We're going to leave the finish of the Knik 200. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see you soon.
And congratulations to all those mushers that finished the race today.
Yep, a lot of fun, a lot of work.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Later that night, we headed back to the Knik bar for the Mushers Awards Banquet.
We had 21 teams for the race this year. We had more signed up, but unfortunately they couldn't come. But Red Lantern for this race receives the Red Lantern and a LED Lenser headlight to help see their way back to the finish line. With a total elapsed time of 28 hours, 19 minutes, and 46 seconds, Lady Stoles. You have anything to say about your race or anything? You're welcome to.
Just a huge thanks to anybody who's like lent me their dogs or taught me anything about dogs.
Maybe we'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Good job. In fifth place with a total time of 20 hours, 24 minutes, and 20 seconds, Robert Reddington. And he received $550 and a fifth place trophy.
I'd like to thank Knik Trailblazers, the volunteers, friends, family, and the dogs for bringing us all together.
In fourth place, receiving $1,000 with a total time of 20 hours, 3 minutes, Riley Dyke.
Thanks to Isabel, of course, all our dogs, and then Knik Trailblazers, all you volunteers. Ray went out and grabbed my phone, dropped it on the trail, a little debacle. So thanks to the Reddington family for kind of, like Wally said, being the glue that holds this whole Knik mushroom community together. And it's a really great race. You did a great job. And really just top to bottom set everything up great. And the trail was really, really good. Thank you, everyone.
In third place with a total time of 20 hours, 2 minutes, 28 seconds, winning $1,800, Hunter Keith.
Well, of course, got to thank Randy and Barb for trusting me with their dogs again. It's been a really fun year training them. I've had my sister up here helping full time, and that's been a big help with making sure we get enough miles. And thanks for Knik for putting this race on. It's been a tough year with conditions, not a ton of snow, but canceled the race. They keep putting it on, and it's really fun to have us all together, even when sometimes we might not have, but we get to have races, so it's really fun. Thank you.
In second place with a total total time of 19 hours and 50 minutes, winning $2,800, Ryan Reddington.
I'd like to thank the Knik Trailblazers for putting on the race and all the volunteers that really put in the hours to make it possible for all of us to have fun. And I'd like to thank the mushers as well. And we'll see you guys next year. Congratulations, Emily.
Yeah. And first place with a total time this year of 19 hours, 31 minutes, 15 seconds, winning $3,850 for a repeat championship, Emily Robinson.
Right. Well, I'm super proud of my dog team. Considering the trail conditions, the trail crew put in an amazing trail. It was super nice and fast. It was a little scary going down those hills, but you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, I'm super, super proud of my dogs. They did amazing. It's such an honor to watch them do their thing and to run down that trail. And it's super fun to come down to this trail every single year, regardless of the conditions. And most of the time it's a really soft trail, but you know, this year it got switched up. But yeah, I'd really like to thank Terry because a lot of the races I came down for, he was there, and there's a couple memories of him being around and that sort of thing. So yeah, like Terry was instrumental in his races, and he's definitely going to be missed amongst this community. I'd like to thank the Knik mushing community really for you know, coming out here and racing and you know, putting on these races. There's races up in the interior, but you know, this is where the racing scene truly is. So yeah, just thank you so much. It was a super fun race, and yeah, got one more race down here, but yeah, I'm super excited. So thank you guys so much.
Can we get the trophy winners up here for a picture?
Gary and I would like to say congratulations to all the mushers and your teams for doing such an amazing job. We truly have become big fans, and we can't wait to follow you in the future on future races. Good luck.
We've made it back to the lake, the Knik Lake, but we didn't spend much time on the lake this evening. As you can see, time has passed. It's dark. It's evening.
We're dressed very differently.
Very differently. We just attended the awards ceremony for the Knik 200 dog sled race. A lot of fun. We talked to quite a few of the mushers and quite a few of the organizers and had a great time with everybody.
It was a really great experience to see a race from start, go out and see it in the middle, and finish it, as well as go to the award ceremony.
Right.
Just hearing the different stories and experiencing all of everything that it takes to put on a race like this.
Right. We actually, we talked with one of the mushers that we saw out in the middle of the swamps. And we said, hey, we cheered you on. And she's like, I saw you guys. It was so great to see you guys because there's really nobody on the trail. They're lonely. There's no interaction on the trail. They're going, 75 miles with hardly any communication.
Actually, I heard a lot of them were
they're
making
on
a
their
lot
cell
of phone
phones
calls.
and talking to their family and this and that.
Technology has changed the
game.
The game.
But
yes.
to see people on the trail cheering the mushers on really actually lifted every one of them up. So I'm glad we were able to make it out there and cheer them on. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
Yes.
So I hope you like this type of content. I know it's definitely different than normal of our everyday life, but we really enjoyed bringing this race to you. And truly, this is true Alaska.
This is Alaska.
Mushing is huge.
It is.
And the working dogs are so important to Alaska and the North. And it was just a lot of fun to be a part of it. I mean, I felt like we were a part of it. And capture it for you.
And we were able to meet some of the very influential people within this tight-knit mushing community as well. I mean, Grandma.
Grandma, Barb
Reddington. She's the
cool.
best. She's pretty amazing. Pretty cool lady. But there's been some amazing people that put this event on, and I'm so honored to be able to meet them and be in their presence. So.
And congratulations to Emily Robinson. This was another win off her notch of belt of wins. Her next big race is the Junior Iditarod, which is coming up mid-February.
She has already won it three times.
3 times, and if she wins this year, she'll be the first ever Junior Iditarod winner to win 4 times in a row.
That's amazing itself. That is huge.
Yeah.
But also, congratulations to every one of these mushers that ran this race. It was a great race. The trail conditions weren't prime, but they were fast.
They were very fast.
But congratulations to all you mushers out there, and I hope to see you later down the trail somewhere.
All right, so with that, we're going to close out this video. If you liked this content, please give us that big thumbs up. If you have any questions, we'll do our best to answer what we can about mushing in Alaska. And finally, if you haven't done so, please give us that subscribe, hit the subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of our LFA family.
Yeah.
And we'll take you on this crazy thing called life. All right, until next time or next Wednesday, don't forget to love on your loved ones, live free, and remember, tomorrow is never promised. All right.
Take care, guys.
Love
See
you
next
guys.
time. Bye-bye.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever we post again. And lastly, we hope that you will join us here next time on Living Free Alaska.